My name's Alan Evans. I'm 21 years old, taking a gap year from college. I'm planning on majoring in accounting, and this is my first year at AmeriCorps at Sligo Middle School. I was born in Brooklyn, New York until I was about 12 years old and later moved to Maryland. Growing up in New York, it wasn't the easiest schooling system, and it was a lot different from when I initially came to Maryland, where I grew up through a private school. Initially coming to Maryland, one of the first things I realized that was different was the quiet. In New York, I always went to sleep with the sounds of trucks or sirens or whatnot. In New York, through the schooling that I went through, it was a lot more strict. We wore uniforms, and every day there were kids getting called to the assistant principal's office and getting yelled at or whatnot. But initially coming to Maryland through my private school, we'd address teachers by their first name. It was a lot more chill and calming environment. I would describe myself as being really determined when it comes to things filling my interests, primarily sports or different types of games that I really strive to be the best in. I played soccer for quite a few years in my life, and coming into high school, I actually ended up trying out volleyball, in which we won the division both years that I played. Throughout high school, I was in an engineering program, and I really thought that was going to be my path in life. However, I found that I enjoy accounting a lot more in terms of the math and what things I can potentially do with that, so I'm planning on pursuing that in college. The previous summer, I worked at Arts on the Block over summer school and decided if I wanted to try out AmeriCorps this year to see if teaching is the right thing for me. Currently, I'm serving Sligo Middle School in the history department, working with 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I also spent some time with the chess club, and now I'm working as an assistant coach for the soccer team. I feel like the chess club really spoke to me because I used to be in their shoes not too long ago when I grew up in Brooklyn, and now coming over to be a chess instructor was a really interesting thing for me to try out. Jessica is one of the students that I was coaching in chess, and she reminds me of myself a little bit, always wanting a challenge and not necessarily backing down from one. I think our connection's really awesome because it's almost as if I see a little bit of myself in her from several years prior.
Notice this plus sign? That can go to 10 days.
Serving in AmeriCorps has really made me aware of the assistance that some students need in the school system, especially post-COVID. And it really impacts me, having a sister myself who's not too far from going into middle school. I'd like her to have the same good middle school experience that I once had. Being involved in both the chess and soccer clubs, I'm happy I can connect with the kids and offer them support that I wish that I had while I was in middle school. Thus far in my service, I've really enjoyed AmeriCorps at Sligo, and I'm excited to see where the rest of it will continue.